Oregon for the next 2 weeks. Looking forward to it. Never been here. Excited. So we are here at Phoenix RV Park in Salem. So stuff's here, and then sewer is even further forward. We have success. It is auto leveled. Awesome. All right, moment of truth. Will the truck fit parked? Hopefully. We're like right there.
Tight fit in the table. All right, welcome back to Journal Worthy Journey. On our previous episode, we were heading south from Washington, and now we've arrived in Oregon. In particular, the city of Salem. And of course, Salem is the capital city of Oregon. So, as we've been doing in some of the other capital cities, when we're in the area, may as well go and actually visit that capital. So we are at the state capitol for Oregon, here in Salem. Taking a quick walk around it and checking out the grounds. It looks like they've got a pretty little capitol area. Nice grounds, but pretty empty at the moment, which is fine by me. And yeah, just see what it looks like.
Capitol Beaver family.
We were unable to go inside the building for a closer look, so outside is all we got, including a bunch of trees and some various statues of historical figures. They even had this big old statue of a guy on a horse.
It's a big old statue. I don't know due to the sun if you can actually see this, but there's a waterfall right there. Today, we are at Multnomah Falls, and we've gotten pretty lucky with our timing of things because Multnomah Falls has been closed due to COVID for the last 5 months, and they just opened on Tuesday. So it just so happened to be the 1 week that we're actually here before we pass through the area that we're able to actually get to go to these waterfalls. I've been really excited about this waterfall for a while now, so should be fun.
Managed by the U.S. Forest Service and open year-round, this is one of the busiest attractions and waterfalls around. It's located alongside the Columbia River, east of Portland, and literally just steps off of Interstate 84. In fact, that parking lot that you saw us at, it literally sits between the separated east and westbound lanes. It doesn't get easier to access than this. Just walk along through a tunnel, and next thing you know, you're on the other side. However, because it is so popular, they are generally limiting access by requiring timed entry permits during the summer. Check with the recreation.gov website or their app for more details and to book your passes. When you get there, you'll most likely have access to your pick of their lodge, visitor center, restaurant, and gift shops. But the star of the show is the two-tiered Multnomah Falls waterfall. Now, one last thing for anyone looking to visit this. We just observed it from the ground using the I-84 parking lot and access path. There are other parks and recreation areas in the waterfall corridor, but passes are different for access to these other points, parks, and trails. So again, see the recreation.gov site or app for more info, and make sure to do your research and plan your trip appropriately.
Really pretty.
Yeah.
I like it. Glad it was open.
Yeah.
Glad we could come up here and see it.
Yeah. Multnomah Falls was just one of the stops that we were doing that day. The whole area, that Columbia River Gorge National Scenic Area, is like quite scenic. We weren't even sure that Multnomah Falls was going to be open, but luckily it was. We could have spent more time enjoying that, but we were kind of doing a giant loop there and had other things to go see as well. From the coast to the farmlands to the mountains, that whole area just has a ton of beauty to get out and see. It's totally worth just enjoying your time and driving around and seeing different things. And of course on our list, along with those mountains, is another well-known one from the area, Mount Hood. In Washington, we had visited a couple of other mountains. They're members of the Cascade Volcanic Arc, and Mount Hood is another one of those. So when we got up to the Timberline Lodge area and got out to go filming things, turns out this camera was in S&Q mode. S&Q, slow and quiet. And slow means slow motion, and for this camera it also means not really high resolution or looking all that great. So yeah, unfortunately, lesson learned here, be careful when I go to start filming stuff and do it in the right mode. Because we were doing several hours of driving in the day to see the sights, this was only just a short stop along the way. We weren't really expecting to do very much here. However, it was interesting to show up at the top of the mountain and see people biking, hiking, and in addition to that, still being able to ski. This was the middle of summer, and we certainly didn't expect to see people walking along with their ski gear. Apparently there is a small patch that they keep open just about year-round. Alright, so camera operator issues aside, it was pretty neat to go up and kind of just see this area. All of the biking going on, hiking, and then of course snow skiing in summer up there, which is not something that I expected at all. But that was kind of cool to see that you could do that, plus the summer activities all in a single day. Now for a final stop on this big driving tour that we were doing for the day, and something else that you could just do in a single day along with snow skiing is enjoy the lakes in the area. Okay, lake time.
Trillium Lake.
Trillium Lake.
Pretty.
Kind of neat, huh?
And then I can see exactly where the ski run is.
Yeah, where it's carved out. We would love to come back and spend some more time here, getting to enjoy the lake, or the forest, or the mountains. Unfortunately, this again was just a drive day of getting to kind of see things, which is much of what we get to do when we travel on the road. I still work full-time during the day, so the way that I put it is that a lot of our experiences are just getting to have a preview of different places to come back and check out some other time. And the views from here?
Kind of cool.
They're incredible. Definitely worth coming back for. Well, this was our final stop for our big tour of the day, and after this, it was just a long drive back to the trailer.
Let's hit that road, huh?
No, this drive has been really nice. Driving kind of the back roads through country hillside and stuff. Kind of reminds me of back in Allen, where I grew up before all the crazy housing developments everywhere. Wanted to get it smaller and taking some back roads to friends' houses that lived out in the country. It was always fun, just kind of weaving my way on the one lane each way roads. So that kind of just reminded me of it. Very peaceful drives.
We are gonna go do a bit of driving today.
We're
Yeah.
gonna go to the beach. We're gonna go to the coast.
See what's supposed to be a really pretty coastline.
But I do want us to get out and walk along the beach and stuff, for sure. The first place we're going is Cannon Beach, which is well known for the haystack rock. So it's a big rock that is like out of the sand. And then we'll drive down the coast to Newport.
Yay, beach.
Cannon Beach is known for some incredible beaches that feature these massive rock mounds along the water. You might think that these are where the city name comes from, but it's actually got a more interesting history than that. It has to do with a wrecked Navy ship and cannons washing ashore.
So refreshing on my feet. I love it.
It was a beautiful sunny and warm late summer day leaving the RV park back in Salem. The coast was a totally different story. Very high winds, rough seas, a chilly 50s degree climate, and frigid water temperatures. This changed our mind about actually trying to get in, and I think the others at the beach as well. We didn't really see other people trying it.
What happened? Get a bit of water?
I got the shot though.
Alright. Cold water, huh?
For her.
You like going across along the coast? Kind of nice.
It's kind of nice. I like seeing the ocean again. Nice. So worth it. We are standing at 1,661 feet up high, and it is one of the highest points on Oregon's coast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Little ways down.
The mountain's name is the climb her up.
Creamery. There's what smells. Bunch of dairy cows.
Driving along the 101, there are plenty of opportunities to take in all the incredible views of the beaches, oceans, hills, and everything else. There are also a few lighthouses along the way. Taylor made sure to include some of these in our plans for the day.
We are at Cape Mears.
It's wind here, huh?
Uh-huh.
Hello.
Clang, 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 clang. I knew exactly who it was running. Don't break them flip-flops, because those are the only shoes you got for the rest of the day. Otherwise, you got soaked ones.
I got shoes, yeah, it's a little wet.
The Cape Mears Lighthouse. Not a bad view.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
First lighthouse I've ever seen. That's exciting. Yeah, it's pretty. It's interesting where that jets in.
That, huh?
Windy. Very windy and cold.
Yeah.
Whew. Coming cold. Ina. Outstanding natural areas. Historic lighthouse.
Yeah, we're good. Thank you.
The Yaquina Head Lighthouse. This was the other lighthouse that we went and visited that day. Unfortunately, it was closed off for some renovations, so we couldn't get too close to it, but that was okay given the winds. The winds had been pretty intense all along the coast that day. I think this happens fairly frequently, but up on the cliffs, where the wind can get pushed together, that brought it to another level of intensity.
I'm just walking. The wind is shoving me. Good gosh. All right, so I got pelted with like salt and water and stuff. It's blowing like the freeway. I think bugs will hit me in the face or something. And like, oh my gosh, it is so insane that you think it's bad over there. Stepping over next to where I was at on that far side is nuts. Yeah, look at the camera. Camera's soaked. It's not great. Back to the trailer then.
All right, well, that was it for the Salem area for us. Thanks so much for joining us. And we're not done with Oregon yet. We'll be back in our next one, and we're gonna see one of the coolest things to see in that entire state, or at least in my opinion, and that's Crater Lake. So stick around, and we'll see you in the next one, but this is it for now. Bye, y'all.